So what's the purpose of Sravasti Abbey? It's as a home for the monastics in the West. There are many Dharma centers in the West, in the Tibetan tradition, but there's not a training monastery where people who are monastics or people who want to become monastics or explore monasticism can come and train and can learn and study and practice the Dharma. So that's the purpose. But it also has a very much broader purpose than that, because by having a monastic community, then you have a center, a physical center as well as a spiritual center of Buddhism residing in a place. Because they say that the Dharma flourishes in a land when there is a monastic community of 4 or more fully ordained people. And so the monastery, the abbey, acts as a focal point, not only for Buddhists, but I think for other people as well. We've had so many people come here and tell us that just knowing that we're here, living in ethical conduct, training our minds in love and compassion and wisdom, just knowing there's a group of people who is doing that helps them. And it gives them optimism and hope in their lives. And many of the people who say that are not even Buddhist. You know? And so the Abbey's mission is not just to serve the monastic community, but to serve all of society. I think a monastic community also acts as the conscience of society to some extent, because we're trying to live a simple life, reduce our consumption, not be so materialistic and consumerist, and especially in this day and age where the wealthy countries are over-consuming, using more than our fair share of resources. I think the monastery acts as a place of just gently, by our presence, saying to people, what are you doing? You know, do you really need all those things you think you need in order to be happy? And what really is happiness? Because here's a group of people who are living simply. They seem to be very happy, sometimes happier than the people who are wealthy and rich and climbing the corporate ladder. Well, what is it that they're doing? Yeah? So it acts as society's conscience in that way. I think the Abbey can also provide a place to social activists where they can come and recharge and get in touch with their own inner heart, and so that they don't get burnt out. And I've just seen people in general who come to the Abbey, even they aren't social activists, people in general who come here and their mind just goes, you know, and they get in touch with what's going on inside. They leave feeling completely different, even though they've just stayed here perhaps for a weekend or a week or whatever. The Abbey's broader purpose is for the benefit of all sentient beings, now in this life, and also to help people create wholesome karma and wholesome actions that will lead them on the path to full enlightenment.